Hello, you batshit sandwiches! Jim Sterling here, and this is Beat the Dictators. This is a game we covered once before on the Best of Steam Greenlight trailers, where it looked like a kind of a rubbishy, free-to-play waste of time that lets you indulge in violent fantasies, but makes it okay, because they're dictators. They're bad men. So you can basically be, Jigsaw or whatever, and feel morally justified while cutting someone to pieces. Being facetious, of course. It didn't necessarily look all that engaging and fun, but enough people clearly seemed to believe it did because it made it onto Steam proper. So I downloaded it. So it's completely free to download, and I'm going to show you it because I played a little bit of it already. Because basically I struggle to make the video entertaining because there really isn't a lot to go on. But let's get some weapons done. We got various blades, various guns, bombs, hand things, and magnets, apparently. I guess that means miscellaneous. Like, you got an armadillo over there. One thing I got to warn you about before we begin, because the game started when I first booted it up with an actual content warning, and it said, I shit you not, warning, this game contains satire. Which, I mean, the internet has driven that word into the effing ground. But I just found that quite funny. There were some other paragraphs following that I couldn't be bothered to read, but funny stuff. So basically, you can buy weapons with coins. Like, it's got the two currency system that makes most free-to-play games work. You've got your bullshit currency, which is always actual money in these free-to-play games, the bullshit, worthless money. And then you've got the gems here. It's normally gems or some other made-up bullshit. Not that I'm implying gems are made up, but, contrived, which you always get less of, but they're worth more. And you can buy the ones that have the coin symbols, or these crafting ones here, you need to buy stuff. So we've got 3 corn bits, 3 logs, and 3 out of 2 feathers needed. So we've got everything we need to make an air stink. I don't know what an air stink is, but crafting, and here we go. So it will take us 15 minutes. Now currently 40 minutes, 51 seconds to make this. Or we could finish now for 35. There we go. And we've got given so many of these. So I'm wondering, maybe this was a free-to-play game on mobile? Because I've not seen... I don't think I've seen any free-to-play, like microtransactions, or there doesn't seem to be any real money shop, so it seems like they've just shoved a load of these at us and said, have at you. So, fair enough. But before we start messing around with the air stink, what have we got up at the... Oh, no, there it goes. Okay, so it's just dumping shit on the floor. Hitler here remains unscathed. Now, look, you're all here to watch Hitler get beat up, aren't you? So let's get a hammer, and we'll show you how this game works, shall we? This is basically the video game. That's what it is. Oh, look, there's a pun there. This starts to make me furious. The game struggles to make the speech bubble catch up to the character. Now, as you can see, Hitler is physically intact in terms of limbs and whatnot, because he's a static model that, so far, in the things I've tried, never changes. Doesn't lose an arm or a leg or ears or anything. Only ever gets various cuts and bruises just procedurally appear, and his tie gets frayed a bit. And that's true whatever weapon you use. So if we switch now to our Desert Eagle, this is Hitlerious. When I was a teenager, I used to think that pun was very funny. He's gonna die. That's his health at the top, the heart. So Hitler's dead, and he doesn't look like he's been beaten with a hammer or shot at all. Let's just hold him in the middle there. Drop him on the floor. Like, he's covered in this... Like, he looks like a cat's gotten to him, if anything. Oh, he brought himself back to life. You can click on that and instantly bring him back. So, the funny thing is we've literally explored all there is to explore. Like, we've got all these other guns, we've got bombs and things, but none of it really makes a difference when you remember that, like, here's a rocket, here it comes. I'm steering it a bit, and nothing. Nothing at all. We'll have to hit him a few times, then maybe like a bruise or a scratch will appear. Oh, come here. There we go. Actually, nothing's fucking... Oh, fuck. There we go. So he took several fucking rockets to the face and has some cat scratches and a couple of grazes, including a graze on his shirt, because that's how clothes work. Let's move on, shall we? Let's get ourselves... I mean, it doesn't really matter, does it? What do you need for a hand? 2 silver, 2 red bits of toilet roll, and 3 barbed wire. That's how you make hands. So let's get that. Was it 2 silver, 2 red rolls, and 3 barbed wire? I will forget the exact numbers because I have the worst short-term memory. I'm not even joking about that. 2 silver, I know that. Bye. 2 silver, it was 2 red things. Bye. And then it was 3 barbed wire. I think I actually remembered it correctly. Which doesn't sound like a big accomplishment, but I'm not lying about just how bad my short-term memory is. But anyway, we did it. Let's make a hand. We could wait 6 minutes, but, you know, I don't even know if the video will last 6 minutes, so let's build it instantly. So that just... big cartoon hand that slaps about. Creating the same cat scratches and bruises and grazes. In fact, I just saw one of the cuts disappear completely, I think. And all I'm doing is holding the mouse and then just dragging it about. So it's like, even if you, like, posthumously hated Hitler, like, so much that you really did, like, sport a big chubby hitting him about, I don't even know you'd get anything out of this, because there's nothing tactile feeling to it, as I'm just holding down a mouse button and then just watching. They're disappearing as well. They wear off. What is this game even? Like, this is so pointless. I mean, what do you even do with lipstick? Like, normally I'd be interested in that, because I'd be like, how will lipstick, like, be applied to him? Like, how will that kill him? And it'll probably just make more cuts and bruises appear. I don't know, maybe some of these will be special. You know, maybe this will actually just put lipstick on him for some reason, and that will hurt him. I don't know, but we need 3 honey, 2 bits of fence, and 3 bejeweled jewels. 2 bejeweled jewels, sorry. Bejeweled jewels. Alright, well, I mean, let's go for it, I guess. 2 bejeweled jewels. It was, I think, 2 of those. And then what was the other thing? 3 honey pots? I mean, how fucking arbitrary is that? That's a word I think that's really summing up everything about this game, is arbitrary. Arbitrary weapons doing arbitrary damage. Okay. Okay, so that actually did it added something. I mean, they're just little Kiss logos that will apply, you know, not even to the face, with half the lipstick coming off of his face. Yeah, look, there we are, just off his face, because that's how lipstick works. Alright, well that was fun. Kilo. We need 2 blocks of ice, or water, I don't know, a cube of water, because it doesn't really look very ice-like. 2 poison, 3 red cloth again. Alright. I think this is all we're getting out of this. I think this is... Oh, of course there's fart! Of course there's fart! Why wouldn't there be fart? Right, I totally forgot what I was talking about. Right. Where are we? 3 of those. Then we need the... How do I scroll down? There we go. So dragon. Of course, it is just dragon the mouse. Because, of course, this looks like it was some shitty mobile game that they decided to make a shitty PC game. Now we can make whatever it was we were going to make. The kilo. Okay, so it's not like you're putting it over his face and holding it down. It's like you're not giving him the James Sunderland treatment. You're just causing more of the same cuts and bruises. Alright. Now, some of this stuff can be upgraded. In fact, I think all of this stuff can be upgraded. You press this, even though it looks like a back tab. You press the up arrow. What do we want to... I guess the hammer. So that looks a bit different, doesn't it? Now, if the sheer thrill and joy of beating up a dictator doesn't, like, you know, get you off, well, that's as max as it can be, then you can always go for the challenges, which are here. Kill the dictator 3 times. We kill him 1 more. We get 5 jewels. Isn't that exciting? What do we need for a lightsaber? 2 amoebas, 2 cubes of ice, 2 entire rainstorms. Wait a minute. I don't even need to buy the crafting shit. Are you tickling my foreskin right now? What the hell? If I wanted the Wolverine claw. Holy shit. I didn't need to... We've been wasting our time with the crafting tools. Apparently they're there just to take money off you. I mean, you know, fake made up money. I'll have to see if this... I guarantee this was at least on Android. What's that? We got some sort of headscarf. Alright. And so we got different... I was going to say different Hitlers. Different dictators. Not all of them dictators, though. I don't think Al Capone or Al Stapone, because that's a pun, I guess. I don't know if he was a dictator, necessarily. Nor was Dracula, technically. I mean, technically Dracula isn't real. You know, if they wanted to have been historically accurate, they'd have put Vlad Tepes in. Is it Vlad Tepes? Teeps? I don't know what it is. I always only ever got it, like, saw it written down. Because they don't teach you the fun stuff at school. So that's stuff you have to go and read about on your own. So, never heard the name actually pronounced. But who do we want? You want to go contemporary somewhat, don't you? So we could craft him, or I could just click that and get him. And then here we are. We've got ourselves Saddam Hussein. Sorry, Haddam Hussein. You see, they've done a clever joke. Want some scythes? I like scythes. And it's more of the same. With different things. We're looking at a different drawing get attacked by a different drawing. Funny thing is the weapon animations aren't so bad. Like, they've made some effort to at least make the weapon animations different. Just, they all have the same effect on the dictator. I mean, that should be chopping bits off him. It's so fucking physically incorrect. That bothers me on a psychological level. But let's get more stuff. Kill the dictator with a desert eagle 3 times. That doesn't even sound fun. But what that is saying is press and hold the mouse button for a long time. For a long time. But we can get back from the dead because we do that by aliving the dictator 3 times. So that's That's interesting, isn't it? We'll finish him off with the scythe. Because it doesn't make a difference. Oh, we've got some more crafting materials. Because we need those. We don't need those. Swordfish, craft now. 50 minutes? I don't think so. Or as Christopher Lambert would say, I don't think so. Swordfish. Okay, see, that has all the benefits of the slappy hand. And the saw. There is a wood saw that's pretty much the same thing. You see. Let's try the lightsaber. I hope that was a stock sound effect they got for that lightsaber. I think they're all right legally. Or are they? That sounded very, very close to a movie rip. I don't know, though. It's not hard to make a lightsaber sound effect, I guess. But again, the lightsaber, which can chop off a hand and instantly cauterize the wound, here, just bruises you up. Makes a wet slap noise, and just beats you up. Shuriken. Okay, behaving more like circular saws. I haven't been reading the funny things that he says, but I don't think it matters because he's up in the corner of the screen now. Just being pinned there. Well, that was an event. Spear, swipe to aim. Well, missed. So I was watching old EastEnders clips last night. Just because I was in an intoxicated state and feeling nostalgic. Plus the Arthur Fowler reference I put in the Jimquisition. It just put me in the mood to watch some old clips. I started watching the famous Arthur Fowler Christmas Breakdown. And then watched a classic scene from, I think it was the 90s, with Mark Fowler and Arthur Fowler, when during the big storyline where Mark Fowler was HIV positive, and Arthur was having trouble dealing with that because he thought you could catch it like off anything. And you know, it was groundbreaking stuff at the time, but I was watching it. I was watching that, and I was watching various Phil Mitchell things. You know, I watched Steve Owen killing Saskia. And this is all stuff I'd watched for, like, the first time since it first aired. Like, late 90s to early 2000s. Which was kind of my era of EastEnders. I probably couldn't watch it now. I wouldn't know any of the characters, and I'd be totally lost. But yeah, it was surreal seeing some of that stuff for the first time. And stuff that was still, like, quite vivid in my mind. As if I'd seen it many times. But of course that stuff only ever aired the once. So... But... It was proof positive that I've been living in America for a very long time now, because I used to be able to understand what they were saying. But you've got Mark Fowler talking, like, really fast and stuff, and you could just about hear, like, bits of it, like where Arthur Fowler's cleaning the plate, and it's like, yeah, go on, you haven't got it all off yet, because you're going to catch it off my fork. But he was talking so fast half the time with his, you know, East End London accent, and I was like, I can't follow most of this. I mean, like I said, I was in an addled state of mind anyway. Hang on. There we go. So, you know, that may have had something to do with it. But, yeah, no one told me Peggy Mitchell had died. That was something that was new to me. Okay, he's getting a bit bluer. We found a new effect. Look at that! It actually did something. I mean, well, it put a really, really badly cut off JPEG over the thing. Fair enough. Alright, he's dead again. And we've alived him. again. Let's have another location, shall we? Where do you want to go? Celebwood, obviously. Get a bit of glamour. There we go. All these people are here happily ready to watch Saddam Hussein finally pay for his fucking crimes. Don't need to bother looking at the tools. Bow and turkey. Yeah. They've just layered, you know, another picture into a picture. It really isn't very exciting, is it? Oh, no, go over there. You ain't going near him. There we go. Now he's doing something. Oh my god. So the body parts are capable of coming apart, it's just they're bound by invisible elastic. Because these are all just separate drawings, connected loosely. Cool, cool. Alright, what do penguins do? Yeah, penguins do that. I think if I can squint, I think that looks like wrapped candy that's being spat at him. Let's upgrade the penguins. So we can't have two things at once. Yeah, if I spawn the penguin, the zombie disappears. Eye laser, obviously. Oh wait, no, see, the penguin and the eye laser managed to stay together. So, maybe it's just certain things that can't work. The Grammys and Oscars. Swipe to toss, hold and drag the dictator to slash it. What? Oh, okay. Alright then, fair enough. Have they all got the same sound effects, like vocally? It is Vlad. He's looked up like Vlad, but they've called him Dracula because, of course, Dracul was it was inspired by Vlad the Impaler. You're almost as boring as Twilight. That's a very, very hypocritical statement.